I am preparing for Thanksgiving tomorrow, making my sweet potato souffle. And I actually came on here to share some tactics for conflict management that you might need to address family and friends when things get a little heated. Now, the irony of this is I'm using a knife, but here we go. And I'm going to let this roll because I am currently cutting. So the first topic that we really want to be attentive to is the difference between intent and impact. We walk into any given situation and we might have a goal. We might have an intention. And sometimes we do exactly what we're aiming for. But sometimes we miss the mark. And just because you didn't intend to hurt someone doesn't mean that you didn't. And as a relationship building, team building opportunity, acknowledging it is the first step. And honestly, sometimes people go, it's not a big deal. I know that you didn't intend to hurt me. And sometimes they'll say you don't need to apologize just because of that. I would disagree, because just acknowledging it and being self-aware shows your maturity, but it also shows your intentionality as a human and your relationship. So then that goes to the second topic. The difference between an apology, where you just say, I'm sorry, versus saying, I apologize, takes more energy, by the way, versus a genuine apology. And I like to use the association of Mike Rowe and dirty jobs. The difference between an apology and a genuine apology is that you're willing to do the work. You're willing to recognize behavior and actions and acknowledge it, acknowledge any pain or hurt that you caused, intentionally or not, and then do better, right? You're intentionally striving to do the work to rectify the situation. So then that leads to the third topic of the difference between forgiveness and reconciliation. And I guess the first point is, just because somebody apologizes or you apologize doesn't mean that you're going to be forgiven. And that's just the reality. But what I would also say, by the person who has been hurt, or to the person that's been hurt, just because you forgive someone doesn't mean that there needs to be reconciliation. You can forgive someone and let bygones be bygones and restore peace in your heart without actually having a relationship with that person ever again. And sometimes that comes with, even when we didn't intend to hurt someone, we did, that person can still say, you know what, I just don't think that it's a good fit for us to interact and engage with each other. And that's okay, because we don't have to be friends with everyone. And we also don't have to be friends with the people that are blood related to us, even though I do value family and those blood relationships, because it separates us from, those relationships separate from non-blood, if that means anything. But blood relationship does not mean you have to maintain a relationship with someone, or you can love them from afar. So, but in order to maintain a positive and healthy relationship, there must be forgiveness and a genuine apology, which is a two-way relationship. So you cannot have reconciliation in a healthy relationship without acknowledging where you've been before and going through the process of restoration. So again, we're looking at the difference between intent and impact, the difference between an apology and a genuine apology, and the difference between forgiveness and reconciliation.